Hola chicos, en este video vamos a aprender cómo hacer los pronombres de complemento directo o en inglés digamos direct object pronouns. Toda la información está en el libro Avancemos, página 204. Estamos en unidad 4, lección del español nivel 1. La meta del capítulo. Our goal for this particular video in this chapter is we're going to be working with direct object pronouns. We're going to learn how to use those pronouns in order to apply them in conversation and writing. So I will use these in order to talk about the clothing vocab that we've been studying to express what we wear and the items that we want to buy. To kind of put it in general, so we know how to say what colors clothing are and describe clothing, but instead of me saying, ooh, I really like those shoes, I want to buy the shoes, I don't have to be so repetitive. Once I've established that I want to buy shoes, I can say, oh, I want to buy them. Or if I'm talking about a singular item, like a pair of shorts, I could say, oh, I saw some really cute shorts, I really want to buy them. Or if it's a shirt, I really want to buy it. So it and them are what we know as our pronouns that replace our nouns. So, connecting this with English, we know that the direct object is the word that receives the action of the verb. So, por ejemplo, I have a sentence below. Luisa is buying the blouse. Luisa is buying it would be the pronoun that would replace my noun blouse. So this answers the question, whom or what. In this case, I'm saying, what is she buying? She's buying a blouse, and I can replace that blouse with the word it. So, we notice that a direct object can be either a noun or a pronoun. In Español, this is what it would look like. Luisa compra la blusa. So once again, blusa is my noun. So that's the action of the sentence, and it tells me what Luisa is buying. And I can also replace that word with a pronoun. So notice that blusa is la blusa. Since it is feminine, my pronoun that will replace it is simply the word la. Luisa la compra. All right, using our direct object nouns and pronouns, so these can be used to replace, the pronouns can be used to replace our nouns. So down below I have what will be the pronouns that I will use: me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, las. The first four should look familiar. Remember when we learned me gusta, te gusta? We actually were using a pronoun to say something is pleasing to me, something is pleasing to you. So we didn't use our regular subject pronouns. We were actually using pronouns such as me, te, nos, and os. However, since we are working with nouns here and not people, in this case we're going to be talking about clothing items. We know all our clothing that we studied has a gender. It's either masculine or feminine. We know that it's singular or plural. So if I'm replacing an item that is el sombrero, for example, I would say lo, because that is masculine. If I wanted to replace the word jacket with a pronoun, since it's la chaqueta, I would simply say la. On the plural side, if I'm talking about socks, I would say los calcetines. So I could say I want to buy them, los, since it is masculine and plural. And our last one, if I wanted to buy some shirts, more than one, usually that's the case for me if I'm shopping anyway, I would say, oh, quiero comprar las, once I've established that I'm talking about camisas. So I can replace that, oh, quiero comprarlas. Down below I have some examples of how this works. So we know that the direct object noun is placed after a conjugated verb. So for example, quiero is my conjugated verb, I want. Next thing I'm going to say what it is that I want, la camisa azul. So we know that I can replace the shirt and just say, I want it. So in Español, however, the direct object pronoun is placed directly before the conjugated verb. So notice the difference. Quiero la camisa azul, when I'm replacing it with the direct object pronoun, instead of just the noun, the pronoun will go in front of the conjugated verb, la quiero. So I'm literally saying it, I want. In English, our pattern is I want the blue shirt, I want it. So it actually goes after in Inglés. It's a little bit different. All right, direct object pronouns with infinitives. When an infinitive follows the conjugated verb, the direct object pronoun can be placed either before the conjugated verb or it can be attached. So down below I have some examples of that. Quiero comprar zapatos negros. What do I want to buy? I want to buy shoes, specifically some black shoes. So I know zapatos is masculine and plural. Los zapatos would be my artículo, so I can think of that prior knowledge and replace it with los. It's going to be the same for the pronoun. Y los quiero comprar hoy. Remember, in Espanol, my pronoun goes in front of the conjugated verb, quiero, and then I have the infinitive comprar, because I want to buy them. Or I have another option. I could do with an infinitive, I can actually attach it at the end. This is pretty much how we would say it in English. I want to buy them today. Y quiero comprar los hoy. But I'm just attaching it to the infinitive. So I want to buy black shoes. I want to buy them today. You have two options on this using the pronoun like this with an infinitive. Es todo, chicos. Muchas gracias por ver. Please review this. Es un poquito complicado, pero vamos a entender más después de unas prácticas. A little bit complicated, but we will practice a lot more in class. Adiós.